It's been 870 days since this monstrosity was released. It's been 870 days since we were traumatized as wrestling video game fans, but we made it. We made it through the fire, we made it through the hard times, and after spending the past 4 years playing WWE 2K19, it's now March 2022, and you know what that means. There's finally a new WWE 2K game on the block. 2K22 Early Access dropped 3 days ago, and since then, your boy has been streaming this for hours and hours on end, having great memories with fans. I've been playing this game like it's my job, and I've put in exactly 17 hours into this game. So the question is, Mr. Wrestling Gifts, what are your thoughts on this game? And all I really gotta say is, the simulation is definitely glitched. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought this game was going to suck. I thought that this game was going to be the second coming of The Exorcist, but when I load this game up for the first time on stream with 2,000 people watching as the #1 2K22 stream on YouTube, I was shook. I can't believe it. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't even think it was possible anymore, but for the first time in a long time, I genuinely feel addicted to a wrestling video game. 2K22 is elite. Alright, first of all, this game is so beautiful that it doesn't make any sense. When I selected my wrestlers and load up the match and I saw the entrances and the graphics for the first time, my jaw was on the floor. Shit, even now editing this video, it's insane how amazing this game looks. The presentation, the arenas, the camera angles, the stages, the wrestlers, everything. John Cena's entrance is a wild sight to see. The details on his shirt, the way the camera follows him, the fact that Cena finally doesn't look like a Neanderthal anymore, just how realistic this game looks, it's amazing. Or how about Brock Lesnar, fam? When I saw Brock Lesnar for the first time in this game, I was just sitting there like, whoa, it is trippy how good this game looks. Honestly, this game looks better than the WWE does in real life. I'm not even joking. You know how apparently people were moaning when Zoe Kravitz showed up in the Batman? Well, yo, that was basically me seeing Sasha Banks in 2K22. Yo, I feel like a kid again because I want to watch every single entrance. I want to play in every single arena and try every wrestler no matter how useless they are. Just because I want to see how awesome their entrance looks, the model, the animations, what they did with the presentation of this game is so impressive, but not as impressive as the gameplay. Imagine if Here Comes the Pain and 2K19 had a baby. I didn't know what to expect with the gameplay. I watched zero gameplay going in. I didn't read anything. I didn't follow up on anything. I just went in here with a fresh slate and I wanted to see everything myself. And as soon as you start the match, you just know it's back. Praise the Lord, hallelujah, a WWE game finally feels like a video game again. This game is arcade and simulation based gameplay perfectly mixed. The shit that I've been begging for years, in every single review I've been asking for this, I've been begging for this, and we finally got it. 2K22 is fast paced, it's all over the place, it's hectic, it feels like stamina and fatigue doesn't even exist anymore, but at the same time, it's somehow realistic. I don't know what kind of black magic they did, I don't know how they found the witch from Game of Thrones, I thought she was dead, but they did. I am so addicted to the gameplay of this game. It feels like an arcade beat 'em up 1 second and a wrestling simulation the next, and it does it so well. There are so many cool animations. Every match there are spots that just blow me away. The reversal animations are better than ever. The flow of the matches are better than ever. Everything is just awesome. It's everything I've been wanting for years. Your wrestlers finally don't get tired after doing like 3 moves. You can run around like a crackhead as much as you want. You're not slowing down and becoming a snail after 5 minutes. 20 minutes into the match, yeah, you can jump to the top rope and still be fast. But best of all, look how responsive it is. Look how fast you can turn around and move. This shit was not possible in 2K19 or 20. I swear to God, it literally feels like Here Comes the Pain just updated to 2022 standards. I love how you can see the spit get knocked out of someone's mouth or how the screen turns red when you get banged in with the finisher. I love the subtle animations they have for certain wrestlers. And no joke, I have yet to have a bad match in this game or a boring one, and I'm just hooked to the gameplay, and the AI is funner to play against than ever before. I was on stream having a match with John Cena and Edge was casually jumping off the top of the ladder just wiling out. Also, I just want to say, if you were in that stream, you're a real one. I love the new camera angle. In my opinion, it feels so much more alive and it helps the game a ton, and I don't remember the last time I genuinely had this much fun sitting down and playing a new wrestling game. They nailed it. I can't believe I'm itching to play a wrestling game in 2022, and that's how addicting the gameplay is. I've hated on 2K more than anyone for the past few years, and this review is not sponsored. They didn't even send me a copy for this game, but I gotta give them credit where credit's due. It's impossible for me to not give them respect because this gameplay is everything I've ever wanted, and honestly, this is the gameplay that we've always wanted. Low-key, this might be in the top 3 of wrestling gameplay of all time. And yeah, there are glitches, it gets rough sometimes, but what wrestling game has not had glitches? I get it, but at the end of the day, at the core, I'm having so much fun playing this. I never saw it coming. The roster is solid in the game, as you all know, along with the arena selection. It's so fun seeing Raw 2005 back in a game along with SmackDown 09, but they could have easily added way more classic arenas and wrestlers, but they didn't. The Thunderdome is also in the game with virtual fans, and if you ever want to see your wrestling game turn into a horror game, yeah, just choose a Thunderdome option, because no, this is fucking creepy. All the match types are there, and they did improve on a lot of them. The standout one being the Royal Rumble, which is fun as ever. The Rumble is actually hard again, like the older games. Now you can get eliminated way easier. Just a simple throw or a clothesline takes you out. Some high flyers have some crazy Hurricane Rana animations. Wrestlers can skin the cat, and in my opinion, the Royal Rumble is better than ever. So all of that is good. I love it. The gameplay, the entrances, the match types, the roster. I'm like Metro Boomin. I got no complaints. But let's talk about the game modes, because that's where it gets a little interesting. First of all, the menus of 2K22 look like it's a mobile game, but that wasn't enough for 2K. No. Because they actually needed to add a mobile game mode in the game as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most useless game mode you've ever seen in any video game. Welcome to my faction. There is no way you can see this and not tell me that this is straight from a mobile game. I feel like I'm playing Clash of Clans or FIFA Mobile. I feel like I'm in like 2017 right now. Bro, how did they sit there and put this in a console game, a full price $60 game? 2K made my faction to be WWE's version of a card collecting type mode game where you open packs and collect wrestlers and do stupid shit. Basically super card, but in the game. And I'm sorry, I'm not playing this. There is no way I am ever playing this, especially this year. This looks so stupid and so dumb. You're collecting cards for wrestlers already in the game, and you're going to need real money to get something elite anyway. But the thing is, you can only fight the AI. There's no online, so what is the point? Like fam, if you're thinking of playing this or if you're excited for this, just save your pack opening addiction and just go play universe mode. What are you doing? But if you like my faction, it's cool. Respect to you, respect to your credit card, respect to your mom's credit card. Have a great time. But now let's talk about the return of the Mac. General Manager mode is back. After 15 long years, the mode we've been asking for 15 years, everyone and their mom wanted this mode back, and we finally got it back. Or did we? I guess General Manager mode is back, but sadly it's nothing special. The potential is there. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I see the potential. It makes me so happy seeing the potential that they have in General Manager mode, but this year it's not it, because right now, in my opinion, it's not good. I was so excited to start this mode. You see all the different general managers, you can even have a custom general manager, and I was so amped, I was so excited. So I started up and you draft your roster, and right away at the draft, I'm like, okay, here comes the L's. Because first off, the draft is a waste, because the draft pool is always random no matter who you choose to be in the draft pool. I thought if I have John Cena, Goldberg, Batista in my draft pool, they were gonna be there, but no, it's all random. So you never know who you're going to be drafted, but whatever, it's fine. But then the other issue is you only get 2.5 million to start, so your roster is going to be tiny. But whatever, you keep going, you push through, you draft your roster, but then you find out that there's only 2 championships per show, the men's and the women's. There's no tag, no US, no IC title. Wait, what? But yo, they don't even stop there. They keep going and make it even worse. The only matches you can do in General Manager mode are one-on-one and tag team. That's it. No triple threats, no fatal 4-ways, no battle royales or elimination chambers, just one-on-one and tag. And remember, they don't even have the tag team championship in the mode. And if that's not enough, you're limited to only 3 matches per week. That's it. GG. Like, look how they massacred my boy. It's so weird. It's so limited in the actual stuff that matters, but then you can choose stuff like, oh, what arena do you want to run? The lighting, bringing back short-term legends, the little tricks you can do to interfere with the other show, which are all really cool and you need them in the mode. I love it. But what's the point if I can't even do the stuff that made GM mode fun in the first place? Can you still play and have fun? Sure, it's fine. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's disappointing. So as of now, my faction, flop. My GM, disappointing. The gameplay is awesome, everything's cool, but if there's no fun modes to play, what do you really do in this game? And all we have left to look at is my rise, also known as my career. And this was low-key either going to make or break this game, because as awesome as gameplay can be, you at least need one game mode that stands out, right? Well, luckily for us, My Rise is the best My Career 2K has ever made. And I know that's not really saying much, but this mode is special. For the first time ever, we get 2 unique career modes, one for a male wrestler and one from a female wrestler, and 2 totally different stories and careers. And My Rise is so well made, it reminds me of SVR 11 Road to WrestleMania mixed in with elements of old Here Comes the Pain season mode. This mode is definitely a must play, okay? You start out at the Performance Center like usual, and at first I'm like, alright, here we go again, same mode, career mode, but right from the beginning, you know what's gonna be different. Because right from the beginning, you're in control of how you want your wrestler to be. If you want to be an asshole from the start, you actually can and just be an asshole for the entire career to everyone you ever meet. But if you want to be a goody two-shoes from the start, you can definitely do that too. Your choices finally matter for once. If you want to go wrestle in Mexico, go for it. Or go have a farewell show match in Japan, you can do it. Do you want to sneak into the Performance Center to have an Extreme Rules match? It's up to you. Hell, it's your choice if you want to beef your trainers HBK and Road Dogg. The story is filled with so many side quests that are optional, but I love them, and there's so many different ways to go through the story mode and so many different storylines you might get or you might not, so you have to play it more than once. So I don't want to spoil too much, but I still gotta show you a little bit of what Pav's been up to in my rise. So I grinded at the Performance Center and I had a match against Drew McIntyre with all the general managers watching. I win the match and I get a contract offer to go to SmackDown, and I of course accept it. And after being a goody two-shoes the whole time in the Performance Center, I decided that I wanted to be this generation's Edge. I wanted to be the biggest heel possible. I wanted to destroy the entire company. Hell, I even made my finisher the spear. So I go to SmackDown, and first of all, I meet this girl over here, and she for some reason has a kendo stick fetish. She's just out here like, oh my god, I love kendo sticks. I love when the stick hits the back of a wrestler. It turns me on. And I'm like, alright, say less, your wish is my command. So I go do that for her. I go beat Apollo Crews ass with a kendo stick, because you know, I like to please women. But yeah, I'm just out here being a douchebag. I'm out here roasting the cameraman, getting to beef with them. I'm known for apparently stealing Drew Gulak's shoes backstage every week, so I'm definitely living the gimmick, brother. Also, meanwhile, make sure you always check the Twitter section when you're playing this mode, because you find some gems. I go on Twitter and all I see is Randy Orton hating me because I'm an indie wrestler, and he's just bashing indie wrestling about how we wrestle in backyards and stuff, and it's hilarious because this is exactly what Randy Orton would say in real life when he's on his like drunk Twitter rant. But okay, after terrorizing SmackDown for a while, one of the wrestlers I trained with in the Performance Center asked me for my help. He asked me to join his faction along with Nakamura and help him become IC champion. I was like, alright, I have nothing else to do with my life, might as well. So to help him become IC champion, I attack Big E and lay him out. I link up with a faction, and now Big E realizes that he's outnumbered. It's 3-on-1, and Kofi and Woods aren't there to help him. So what does he do? He calls for help. And I'm like, okay, typical my career story. He's probably gonna, you know, have like random wrestlers like Drew McIntyre or someone pull up. But nah, who does he call for help? It ends up being Shawn Michaels, our old trainer, and he just pulls up on SmackDown and it's a handicap match. It's like, oh shit, we have to fight our sensei. But I did not care whatsoever. I destroyed HBK. I don't care if he was my trainer. I don't care if he was my dad. I was beating his ass, making him bleed. I basically killed him in the middle of the ring. And then I did the same to Big E. So we stand tall and we are running shit. And next week I find out that somehow I'm in an IC championship match and I end up winning the belt. But remember how the whole storyline was all about me getting my old training partner the belt? Yeah, so now that I'm champion, I have to give Paragon a title shot. But this time in the match, Big E interferes and costs him the match, which ends up causing friction between us. Because Paragon thinks he would have beat me if Big E never interfered, and I'm like, no way, I would have won anyway. But now there's all this friction, but the problem is, now Big E wants a rematch, Paragon wants a rematch, Nakamura wants a title shot, and I'm just there like, bruh. So then I gotta choose. Either I do a fatal 4-way match for the title with all of them, or be locked in a Hell in a Cell with Big E. And this is just one tiny little storyline, and you can't tell me it's not creative, it's not awesome, and this would not be fun to play, because there are so many different ones you can get put into, and they all feel fresh, and they never feel dull. I don't want to spoil anything, but some legends come back, old iconic factions reform, heel turns, everything. But this was just a tiny little taste of my rise from a basic story, because I didn't want to spoil one of the major ones. But trust me, it's awesome. But wait, actually I forgot. That's not my favorite storyline. Let me tell you my favorite storyline. So remember how I said I wanted to be this generation's Edge? Well, I got the perfect opportunity. So Adam Pearce told me that Jey Uso was injured and that his wife needs a partner for the mixed match challenge. And he asked me if I was down to be partners. And yo, you bet your ass I'm down. Shout out to 05 Edge. But as soon as I saw the text message, I knew what time it was. It's time to take Jey Uso's wife. Hey, don't blame me, okay? Because when I went to see Naomi, looks like to me, you know, she was just as down. And then, of course, you know, Jey Uso messages me, you know, like, take care of my girl, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, come on. Of course, I'll take care of your girl, if you know what I mean. I'ma definitely be feeling the glow. Wait, what?
You think you know me?
Now, My Rise is really fun. You win championships, steal wives, do your thing. This mode is awesome, and this is the selling mode of the game. It's the mode you're going to spend the most time in, and it's worth it. It reminds me of the throwback season modes we used to play back in the day, the old Road to WrestleManias. It makes me so happy knowing that we finally have a good career mode again. There's replay value, and of course, I can go play the women's mode after and explore all these other storylines. I love it. In terms of other stuff in the game, showcase mode is okay. It's what you expect. It's alright. It's missing a lot of matches that should be there, but you already know it's cool for what it is. It passes the time, you get some cool unlockables, and it is really cool how they fuse the footage and the gameplay. Universe mode is universe mode, it's the standard. I heard that there are some glitches in terms of saving shows and custom arenas and stuff, so hopefully those do get patched out. Customization is just as good as ever, and the fact that community creations is finally going cross-platform, it's perfect. So expect community creations this year to be popping. It's going to be a real good year in terms of customization, and the creators are already out there making some wild ass cause. I love the little things in this game. Like I said, I love the little things in the gameplay, but also the fact that we can have custom renders now, so when you use a created wrestler, it doesn't feel too out of place. There are some things missing that shouldn't be missing, like for once, you can't create an advanced custom entrance, which is so stupid. They blame that on the fact that, oh, it made the game crash in 2K20. Well, yeah, it didn't make the game crash for the past like 15 years before that. They could have easily put it in, but it is what it is. I'm not missing it too much yet, but I know as soon as I get to making cause and universe modes and everything, I'm gonna miss it a lot. So just a heads up on that. But at the end of the day, even though Showcase is underwhelming, my faction shouldn't be a thing, and my GM, in my opinion, is a disappointment, and I definitely miss Advanced Created Entrance, My Rise, Universe, the Creation Suite, the graphics, and that damn amazing, perfect, just sexy gameplay are so worth it. I can't lie. What a comeback for 2K. They definitely did their thing. They were in their bag. They bounced back hard, and this was really do or die for them, okay? And they did. They did it. They held it down. This is awesome. It's all I ever wanted. Well, minus GM mode being not that good, but 2K22 is definitely Wrestling Gifts approved. I didn't get a review copy. I'm not paid for them. I'm not really associated with them in any way yet. If you want to talk 2K, holla at your boy. But I can't wait to go back and play this game. 2K surprised me, and against all odds, even if they did take 2 years, they made an awesome wrestling game, and in my opinion, you should definitely go check it out. And hopefully the reviews and the support of this game make sure that the evil overlords of EA stay away from the WWE license, because no, please no. But see you guys soon. We're gonna have a bunch of 2K22 content coming now. If you guys want to see, I don't know, me versus Randy Orton in a backyard wrestling match, let me know. But we're gonna have a lot of fun, and I can't wait to share more content with you guys. But for now, I'm gonna go play. I'm gonna go take Jey Uso's wife. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys soon. Peace out, guys. Later.